bitch.
Almost.
Does it need a bit of throttle?
Give it a go, mate. More time, buddy.
Who needs start, you bastard, when you've got links? Who would have thought that you could use aerosol deodorant to help start an engine? Barnett River doesn't look very deep at all, and again you can never tell. I'll wait for the others. Maybe Andy can drive through first to give an indication of how deep it is. Oh geez, that's... Hello, Tom's asking me to stop. That can't be good. I've got to let the final drive call in anyway. I mean, it's a firm bottom, it's concrete, so traction's not an issue. Up to his knees. Time spent doing reconnaissance is time well spent. This should be firm enough even for my big girl. Won't even get wet feet. Have you broken yours?
I've sunk it. I don't think it's hydraulic. I think it just needs a little bit of time to itself. That was all right.
Yeah. Unlike Schmo. Well, now what?
Camp it in.
It's only just over the crest, mate.
We'll camp it in.
We'll leave you a couple of beers.
You go check out Mount Barnett. I will stay with Purity. And if I'm not there within an hour, come back and get me, buddy.
No, we don't leave our man behind, mate.
No, I'm fine, buddy. I'm not going to pull it apart yet. I'm going to give it 20 minutes to dry out.
JP's taken the sensible option, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hang on, buddy. Tom's staying here to dry out his ignition. We'll go forward to the roadhouse and wait for him there. We'll make ourselves a cup of coffee and wait for Tom. He won't be long. He'll figure it out. He usually does. Well, he almost beat us here. We've only been here long enough to take our helmets and jacket off, and here he is. Alright, it's a 7-kilometre drive to the campground at Manning Gorge. It can get busy there. It's a popular spot. It's just after 3 now. I was hoping to get there a little bit earlier so we could hopefully get one of the better spots before they fill up with grey nomads. That's Manning Gorge there. I won't be doing it. I've done it a couple of times already over the years. But JP and Andy are going to do it in the morning early before it gets too hot. It's a bit of a walk, but yeah, beautiful spot. But there's places around the campground or the campsite where you can actually swim and laze in the pool and stuff, so we'll do that. Oh, the road's in good shape. I mean, it's got to be because people tow their caravans there.
Yeah, it does get busy.
No, this will do. It's big enough for us. Nice. Morning of day 16. A couple of the boys are going to go to Manning Gorge. It is spectacular, but the unique thing about this is you've got to cross a creek, quite a substantial creek, before you start the walk, and you've got to float all your stuff across in tubs, and then yeah, suit up on the other side.
Yeah, of course.
He doesn't want to come out because
It's warmer in there.
warmer.
Alright, you wanna...
Hardest working starter motor in Australia.
Almost.
Does it need a bit of throttle?
Give it a go, mate. One more time, buddy.
Who needs start, you bastard, when you've got links? Who would have thought that you could use aerosol deodorant to help start an engine? And it smells delightful. Well, Andy's returning to his family at Kununurra, and I guess back to work for him, and we'll continue heading west down Gibb River Road. Steady stream of traffic leaving. I guess we'll end up having to get caught in their dust trail. Chris and I are leaving. We're heading towards the roadhouse. It's 7 kilometres away. We'll wait there for JP and Tom. That's providing Tom's bike will start, of course. But yeah, we're pretty exposed here. We can wait at the roadhouse in relative comfort, get something to eat, cup of coffee, refuel, freshen up the water. So yeah, it could be a slow trip. And after we've refueled, yeah, we'll leave the Barnet Roadhouse and just, oh, he's going to let me through. He's a good guy. Anybody? Trouble is when you're travelling behind these vans, you can't find that sweet spot. Feel every bump in the road. And here we are back at the roadhouse. Like I say, the priority will be refueling, I think, and then take off some layers and wait.
Stopping in about an hour at the next roadhouse.
We've been here for about an hour and it's bloody hard to get motivated to leave. It's in the shade, you've got access to shelter and cold drinks, hot food. This ain't getting the job done. There's an Aboriginal community about an hour up the road, Imagi. They got a shop there. After about an hour we'll be due for a break. It says it's only 27 degrees, that's a lie. Black strip. Wonder how long that goes for. Well, that's the end. I think we're going to turn around and go back in the shade and have lunch. That's the end of the gravel, the unsealed stuff for a little while. We're inbound towards Derby and Broome. We're spending a couple of nights in Broome. So yeah, it's a couple hundred kilometres to Broome, and then about 300 kilometres heading south on the Great Northern Highway before we actually go off and hit some more dirt. So be on the blacktop for a little while. Now on the blacktop. Be for about 500 k's. I mean, this bike just does it all, you know what I mean? You need a certain skill set, and I'm not trying to sound like a wanker, but you know, they are a handful in the snotty stuff. But it's a pretty versatile bike, limited only by the ability of the pilot. Yeah, perfect for outback travel. Alright, we're going to turn right here to go to Derby for fuel, and then find a bush camp somewhere, and we'll be at Broome tomorrow. That effectively is the end of Gibb River Road. We've done a pretty quick transit. It's only taken us 3 days. To do it properly you need probably 2 weeks as a minimum, but this was more or less just a reconnaissance for JP, and he'll come back and do it later in greater detail with the wife. His wife, not my wife. Where we were hoping to go, you have to go through private property, so clearly that's not an option. We'll just pull up here somewhere and find a spot. We'll just follow this fence line for a little while, we'll find a spot. Alright, a quick transit into Broome, about an hour and a half maybe. We'll be too early to check in. at the caravan park, but we'll find a cafe, maybe have another breakfast and a cup of coffee and figure it out. And today, the rest of the day, I think will be all about making and mending, fixing things that are broken, doing a bit of resupply. JP has still got some concerns about that tyre. We'll have a good hard look at that. Well, not the tyre, the rim. And then come up with a plan for tomorrow. A bit of relaxation, I think. Where are we going there, boys? Yep. We had some concerns that there were going to be cattle roaming through here last night, but I think they must have all been relocated to a different paddock because there was no activity. Just got to try and find the fence line now. Oh. Jesus. There it is. Oh. Right. Sorry, boys. Welcome to Broome. Oh, not a random breath test, not in these temperatures. I'll melt. Jesus. Come on, boys. And here we are, pardon me, Cable Beach Caravan Park. They've agreed to let us check in already. It's quite early. It's yeah, late morning, so that's good of them. Welcome to Cable Beach, named because of the cable before satellite technology, named because the cable from overseas or to overseas. This was one of the points here in the Australian mainland where the cable headed out to sea to, I don't know, Indonesia or the rest of the world or whatever. Most people are gathered here to see the sunset. The tide is obviously out at the moment. I don't know if speed restrictions apply. As long as you don't hit any kids, I reckon you'll be alright. Might come out here tomorrow, pretty spectacular, and you don't get the chance to do this sort of stuff often. And something else you don't see every day either. Oh, that's the camels, I mean. Everybody enjoying the sunset. Good on them. Alright. Oh, it's hot. Once you start suiting up, the sweat just starts rolling down your face, down your back. You've got to get moving and get moving quick. Okay, we're leaving Broome. We're being joined by a local guy by the name of Aidan. He just wants to escort us out of town, make sure we get out okay. So he'll be with us for the first 30 or so kilometres up to Roburn Roadhouse, and we'll turn right and he'll turn around and come back. Yeah, not much to look forward to today. It's all blacktop and a long stretch. There's not much between here and Headland. There's a roadhouse called Sandfire. We'll stop there for sure, get fueled and then keep heading south. And we're looking for a track called the Boreline Road. That's dirt. So yeah, got a long transit of about 500 kilometres on blacktop, which is okay for me on this thing. I just set the cruise control and listen to music. For the blokes on the 650s, it's a different story. It's a long dick drag, that one. Not sure where Aidan is. There he is. I upload on social media, a couple of different Facebook pages and the like, and he's just picked up on our posts. So I reached out and said, you know, could he join us? I think he's on an R1150 or something. He's a local bloke, been here for 24 years. This is Roebuck Plains, just a roadhouse at a T-junction. Aidan's going to peel off here. He did mention that there's normally the locals come in for breakfast on a Sunday morning. He'll probably join them for a ride later. We're going to turn right, head towards Port Hedland, and he's going to peel off here and he'll link up with the others. We've been on this road for 400 kilometres. It's just long, straight and flat. About to turn left on a bore-line road. This will be a reasonably well-formed gravel road that eventually will take us through to Marble Bar later today. Thank goodness that's over. We could find ourselves doing a bit of a sand dance in places along here. There's a bit of sand from time to time. XT17 camper trailer, or what's left of it. Somebody's holiday is ruined. This used to be all gold mining through here. Not that long ago, there was a community here called Shade Gap. You'd be hard pressed to find any of the remains now. A few concrete slabs maybe. Of course here once the gold ran out, nothing to keep the town going. There's another one further down called Goldsworthy, and it suffered the same fate. Beautiful country. There's a railway line there, long since abandoned. I don't know whether that would have taken the ore to Port Hedland for processing, not sure, but anyway. Yep, hadn't been used in a little while. This is Marble Bar, based on averages, the hottest town in Australia. We're only here long enough to refuel, then we'll turn around, backtrack a few kilometres, start making our way towards Nullagine, where we'll find a bush camp. Tom's identified a spot on the map, a few kilometres out of town, so we'll follow him. Nullagine 104, and we do eventually go past Newman. That'll be sometime tomorrow. He's found something. He always does. I could use that as a pillow. Oopsie. Alright, oh, I think I missed it. Oh no, I just go up here. Might have more problems on the trail. Chris's bike, a DR650, he's developed a bit of movement on the rear sprocket. He seems to think that rear wheel bearing could fail or is about to fail. So we're going to get to the next community, Nullagine, which is about an hour up the road. We'll check it then and keep checking it throughout the morning. But yeah, that's played on his mind, as it would. The reason he picked up on it is his chain was very loose when we pulled up, had a lot of slack in it, and he's nearly run out of adjustment on the cam, the lobe that you use to adjust the chain tension. So anyway, we'll have a look later.